When we decided to build a house, we hadn't done it before, it seemed pretty daunting. So we took on an architect to help me with the design, and then we did a fixed price contract and we put it out to tender. So the architects drew up a contract, draft contracts, and then they were put out to tender to about 6 builders, of which Millway was one. They helped me a lot with deciding. We narrowed it down to 3, and then we interviewed those 3, and we liked Millway's the best. And I think that it was important to me that there was good chemistry between me and the builders. And in fact, that has proved to be exactly the case. When we bought the plot originally, there was a rather indifferent house here, which we didn't want to extend, so we knocked that down, demolished it. And then Millway's had a crusher come in, crush up all the rubble, make it into an aggregate, and that we used to open up a new drive, which serviced the entire building. In fact, we use it as the main drive now. So that was a good saving in terms of environmental reuse. We had staked out the foundations for the building, or rather Millway's had, before we'd signed the contract properly. We'd just got a 1-line email, and I came back just to have a chat with Millway on site, and I found that all the foundations had been dug really before we'd even started the contract. So I was pretty impressed. It struck me these people were probably going to get on with it, which indeed they did. We had a number of items which were sort of provisional sums, which depended on the sort of quality of the finish that we wanted. But we didn't go much over that, and in fact those sums were estimated by our architect. So overall, a good experience in terms of cost. Once a month there was a formal site meeting with the architect to assess the progress of work against the monthly billing. There was never a problem with that. And although that gave us a chance to sit around a table and discuss any future problems, there were always things arising, and I would raise these direct with Nelson, who's the director of the company, and he'd always get back to me almost immediately. So there were no delays because people were tardy getting back to me. It was well managed, and I felt very happy with the service I got and the response. I think in addition to the team at Millway's, the subcontractors they employed were really good guys, really fun to work with, really trying to find a solution the whole time rather than worrying about problems. We worked collaboratively, and that made it a pleasure to work. So we have no regrets about using Millway's, and it's probably one of the most enjoyable things I've ever done. I can only say that I was not disappointed at all. In fact, I was very pleased with the outcome.